endorsement went to somebody other than what was intended. You disenfranchised 140 of our constituents here, sir. It's reprehensible. It's a complete dereliction of duty. That's not leadership. You have multiple positions of power in the state. And frankly, I am not intimidated. You have abused that power. You continue to abuse that power. And I move vacation of the chair now.
I'll second.
Okay, there's a motion made to vacate the chair. There's a
Let's have
second.
some more discussion on this.
Okay.
Motion sits.
You
You know,
have to
Michael,
have discussion and.
Oh, yeah.
that's if you,
Can you guys speak up?
Yeah.
Speak up.
Can't hear.
Can't hear.
I will do my best, but I'm on my last vocal cords.
Can there be a motion in favor and against?
There's a motion.
No, I mean, in discussion time, there's usually,
There's a motion and a second.
speak, okay, against the motion, for the motion. So there's a motion, there's still a to speak for the motion, so now can be discussion to speak against the motion.
Oh, yeah, that's,
You can do it.
yeah.
So you're
Mike.
speaking against the motion.
No,
No, we're having discussion.
that's what the discussion, just
Yeah.
open discussion.
Everybody can use that.
Michael, the question I have for you is that night that you, in the emails that went back and forth, you stated that in your heart, that's what you wanted to make sure that people knew what was going on. And we all had the same argument when the Tea Party people were basically thrown on the bus for infiltrating the Republican Party. Nobody, did anybody, before you went there, did you think of picking up the phone and call the FBPC or the DA's office to make sure that what you were about to do that night was not going to hurt anyone? That would be my question, number one. Number two is, using your line of logic, will you also discuss this Saturday, will you stop any attempt for the McKeons to be endorsed? Because currently there are investigations against the McKeons.
That's right, yep.
So will you also bring that up, or would you rather one of us do it? Because if we're gonna act as a group, as many have said at this table, we all are supposed to be doing the same thing, then the same rules apply to everybody, whether it's Buck McKeon, or Joe Messina, or the local dog catcher. So I would hope that we'll have time to discuss that this Saturday, because we all want to be fair, right? Everybody gets a fair and even shot, is that what we're saying? And to his point, you are a very influential person in the Republican Party. Whether you want to admit it or not, we all know that you are. You can pick up the phone and get there's very few people that will not call you back in the party as a whole, no matter where they're at. We always hear about pulling this group together. We have done a great job. We, all of us, I think it's very prideful to say that there's only one small group at this table that's rah-rah for Republicans. We've done a great job at ruining this party in this valley. And it wasn't always that way. There were things that we did before that pulled this group together. It's easy to get 200 people in a room with one phone call to let people make phone calls. We are so far from that today. It's sad. And you have told both myself and BJ in the past that as the leader, as the chair, it's your job to pull the group together, to make sure Republicans are working towards the same thing. But to your influence point, you know, we were told that it's our job to make sure that good seated Republicans stay in their seats, that we work hard to keep them there. Whether they want to hear it or not, the groups that you have influence over have repeatedly and consistently voted for the new guy. And this is not he happens to be here tonight. I'm sorry, John, I'm only picking on you because you're fresh. You know, you're fresh in the conversation. For all intents and purposes, this man got endorsed, who just became a Republican, who's not been involved in the Republican Party, in December. Bob Keller, who's not here, who opens his house up to us every year, who does all kinds of things for the GOP party.
Yep,
Forgive me,
yep.
ladies, we continue to piss on this guy on a regular basis.
Mhm.
We were gonna
Yep.
censure him because he endorsed a Democrat a couple of years back. This committee was gonna censure him for doing that. The man does more for the Republican Party than any two people in this room,
Right.
in this valley. And I think This is why, Lynn, when you say, why can't we get together, this is why we can't get together.
Mhm.
Because we don't play on the
Yep.
common ground, we keep driving the wedges in the areas we can't seem to get along. I have changed my mind, and you know this to be true, the years that you guys are doing stuff, I have changed my mind when you hit me with, as a good Republican, Joe, you need to do this. You need to be doing the same thing as other clubs saying, look, tonight's vote, we have two solid Republicans. Whether, I know some people will find this distasteful, but, you know, Loriander is a seated Republican, Bob Keller's a seated Republican. That should be the mantra. So that's my point before I'm out of here.